Snel terug. Daar Rami. Als dit geen buitenspel is, dan is dit 1-1. Doelpunt van Mohamed Kudus.
Hello friends, welcome to today's edition of News Daily. In today's update, we are going to take a closer look at Ghanaians that are in Europe and their preseason. We'll take a closer look at all the Ghanaian players that are in Europe, their preseason and what they are doing. I'm going to give you an update on all of that. If it's your first time here, kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and let's build this community together. So let's start off with Mohamed Kudus, where Kudus scored his first goal in the preseason campaign for Ajax. Kudus in that game was played as false 9. Literally a 9 who is not a standing 9 like a typical standing 9. He had the opportunity to move around and managed to go a goal. He did not start, came off from the bench and scored in the 84th minutes. Interestingly, that particular game was against a fellow Ghanaian who is Manaf Nuruddin, a goalkeeper who, if you remember, that goalkeeper that saved a lot of penalty for us in the current cup. Yeah, Manaf Nuruddin plays for a Belgian side in Pain. He was the goalkeeper for his side and managed to do a brilliant job, prevent Ayew from equalizing. But when Kudus came in, he knew his weak point and managed to score. So, by way of updates, Kudus managed to score a goal against Pen, and then Manaf Nuruddin also did not keep a clean sheet. I also ended up playing 1-1 against Ajax. So let's go to our next story. The next story is about Issahaku. Issahaku also played his first game for Sporting Lisbon in their preseason game. You remember that he was signed into the youth side but later got promoted, and now he's going on preseason tour with the senior side. They were in Portugal, they played a friendly game, and Fatal, interestingly, was used as a left wing back, a role that he's not familiar with, but he played for almost 80 minutes and picked up an injury and was sacked. So their next game, he was on the bench, but the good news is that he has returned back to training and he was captured training with his colleagues at the training ground. That's a good news for him. But how can he fare in a left back? You know, he's young, they are still finding his feet, he's going to be exploited in various roles before he get the opportunity to settle into the Porto team. But if you ask me, the left wing back role is a role that Fatal can thrive there because of his drive. He's young, he has a lot of energy, and he has that ability to drive. If he can stick to that, he can develop. The others are also saying that perhaps playing in that role will limit his abilities, because Fatal's strongest ability is the ability to strike from afar and long range shots. But if you are playing a left back role, you will not be that closer to the goal area to be able to take those shots. And he excels very well when he's playing from the right side of the attack. But a left wing back role means that you are playing from the left side of your attack, which will not be good. But I think he's growing. Maybe he'll go into that role. But what do you think? Do you think he can be a good player in the left back role? Let's go to the next one. Let's go and talk about Thomas Partey. Partey has been in the news for literally so many reasons, but they are not confirmed. Like rumors, he started preseason well, and then you were not seeing him in national squad. When they were in Germany, he was not part of the squad, and there were even reports that he will not be going to US. But later, I brought you a story that he trained with the team and he's in US. The interesting news is that Partey trained with the team. If you watch the training drills, which you are going to see on your screens, he literally forms an integral part of Arteta's team, and they'll be playing a friendly game today at 11 p.m. Hopefully, we'll get the opportunity to start. Then we'll get to see Partey. But now we see him in the starting, and we see him in training grounds, in pictures, and he's training quite well. So the update on Partey is that he's fit, he's training with Arsenal, and we are hoping that he'll get an opportunity to play for Arsenal when they play their preseason game. The last one is on Crystal Palace. Jordan Ayew played over 80 minutes for Crystal Palace when they played against Liverpool in a friendly game. Unfortunately, he did not score. He played from the right side of the Crystal Palace attack, but Liverpool beat them by 2-0. So Jordan Ayew also played a preseason game for Crystal Palace, lasted for almost 80 minutes, but did not get a goal for Crystal Palace. It clearly tells you that our Ghanaian strikers and our Ghanaian players are gradually building up, because that's what you need. Once you are going into the World Cup, you expect your players to have a good start, be part of their preseason. You pray for injury-free so that they can always get the opportunity to play, so that when the season starts, their teams will get to use them, because they have to be used. They have to get the opportunity to play more so that they can make the World Cup squad. So in today's update, we talked about Kudus, who got a goal and was played in a different position. This is a false number 9, but it's not the first time he did that when he was with Northern. And also Manaf Nurudin also played against Kudus as a goalkeeper. He was brilliant. He made a good saves, a lot of saves for his side. We also talk about Thomas Partey continue training with Arsenal and hoping that he's going to play his first game when the side play this evening. We also talked about Issahaku, who picked up an injury but is now back to the training grounds with colleagues for 2. And also finally we talked about we also talked about Jordan Ayew, I should say, who was in the starting 11 for Crystal Palace in the preseason. Kindly always make sure that you are part of this community by subscribing to the channel, and let's build this community together. But until we meet again, my name is Delali Fakawite. Bye bye for now.